Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for joining me for another backyard video today. Gonna look at 5 really fantastic vintage baseball cards that I have picked up for my collection in recent months. I tend to focus on modern here on the channel. I do buy a lot of modern, but I enjoy vintage as well, and I'm guilty of not always showing off some of the cool vintage cards that I pick up. And so for today's video, I thought I would grab 5 graded vintage cards that I've never shown on the channel. All of which I've picked up within the last few months, as I said, and we'll just kind of see how I've done here. And these are all going to be discount buys, kind of low grade cards with decent eye appeal. And we're going to start with a 1960s card here and then move back to the 50s. This is the 1962 Frank Robinson. Gorgeous card. Apologies for the glare. It's the danger of shooting outdoors here, but love this card, love this image. And despite being graded just a 3, this one has really nice centering and really nice overall visual appeal. Frank Robinson, you know, of course we can't collect everybody, and he's somebody who I would like to add more of to my collection over time. Just really admire the man for all the reasons that most of you probably already know about his amazing career as both a player and then later a manager in Major League Baseball. So love Frank Robinson, and happy to add at least one more card of his here with that PSA 3. That was just a pickup of opportunity. I wasn't like, you know, specifically looking for his 62 Topps release or anything like that. But this one popped up at a price that I just couldn't resist in a condition that looked pretty nice to me. So there you go. And now, as I said, we're going to move back into the 1950s to close out the episode. This is my favorite decade for vintage baseball cards. And we're going to start with a late 50s card, although this one has kind of an asterisk next to it. So here's the card. This was originally a 1959 Topps from the Baseball Thrills subset. This was the Ernie Banks MVP award card with a great action shot there. But what you obviously will notice here, both on the flip and with the foil, this is a buyback card. So in 2020 Topps Heritage, Topps bought back some of these Ernie Banks cards, vintage Ernie Banks cards, stamped them with this Let's Play 2528. So kind of a play on the Let's Play 2 that he was known for. 2,528 is the total number of games that he played in his Major League career. So Let's Play 2,528 is the shtick there from Topps. But this was a pack-issued card in 2020 Topps Heritage, after originally being a pack-issued card all the way back in 1959. And if you've been by this channel with any frequency, you know I absolutely love all buyback cards, and so was really, really happy to find that Ernie Banks to add to my ever-expanding buyback collection. That looks pretty nice next to Frank Robinson there. A couple of the best of that era. And now let's transition over to some pitching cards next. I have back-to-back Brooklyn Dodgers pitchers from the early 50s. And we're going to start with 1953 Topps high number. Check out this Preacher Row. Gorgeous card. This is a rare case where I bought a graded card off of COMC. I don't do that very often. They're really more known for their ungraded inventory, but every once in a while you'll find a good deal on a slabbed card over on COMC. And this is a high number, numbers 221 and above from 1953 Topps. My favorite vintage set, thanks to the 91 Archives release that came out when I was a kid. And I love all things Brooklyn Dodgers, so just really, really happy to be able to add this Preacher Row to the collection. Thanks to the lowly grade of 2. And the back looks nice too. I mean, I would buy only PSA 2s from the 50s if they all looked like this. But thanks to that low grade, this was less than $20, even though it's already graded. So you just can't beat that price. And that's one of the reasons I look for grades of, you know, 2 and 3 like we're seeing in today's video. Next up, another Dodgers pitcher and a bridge player. Guy who started his career in the Negro Leagues, Don Newcombe, one of the first to transition over from the Negro Leagues to Major League Baseball. Of course, a very relevant story in the news recently with the incorporation of the Negro League statistics into the official MLB record books. Bought this one probably 3 or 4 months ago now, when I got on the beginning of my former Negro League player kick for my collection. And that's a fantastic graded example of how I'm looking to focus here in 2024. So happy to have this one. Doesn't even have any wax on the back, which I'm used to with my my 52 Bowman. So just a nice, pretty clean example of that card there. And we'll put him up, of course, next to Preacher Row. Have those two Dodgers hurlers side by side here. And then I've got, let's center that up a little bit. I've got one card left, and this is my most recent vintage pickup. This was a complete bargain. Got this card delivered to my door for $16. And it's from the 1954 Bowman release. I feel like this is the set, the Bowman set from the 50s that we hear the least about here in the YouTube community, but I love the artwork on these. Again, the glare is making this a little tough, but check out this Enos Slaughter. That image has always spoken to me. I actually have an ungraded version of this card, but when this popped up at a price point, like I said, it was around $16 shipped to my door as a buy it now or best offer. I think it was $20 and I offered $16 and shipping was free. So I'm happy to add a slabbed version of this Slaughter to my collection. Again, nice clean back as well. And like the Frank Robinson that we started off the episode with, this one is a VG3, in this case a 3.5 on the Slaughter. So there you have it. That's going to be a wrap for today's quick video. Going to keep this one short and sweet, but again, just tend to focus a lot on modern pickups here on the channel, but I do enjoy my vintage as well, and thought this was a good excuse to get a few slabs out here that I've never shown on the channel before and enjoy them in the video today. So I hope you like this. Those of you who are vintage baseball collectors, and whatever the case, whether you enjoyed it or not, you know I'll be back soon with some more content here on the channel. And until then, I hope you all enjoy the hobby. Take care.